don't move wrong, I'm a Gator. From the swamp, homie, I'm a Gator.
But I can't tame them, dog. You ready to cook all dogs,
I'm a Gator.
all Seminoles. We coming.
Florida Gator on me, I'm a Gator. Florida Gator on me, I'm a Gator. Florida Gator on me, I'm a Gator. It don't move wrong, I'm a Gator. From the swamp, homie, I'm a Gator. And that two-tone, I'm a Gator. Florida Gator on me, I'm a Gator.
Gators! Go Gators! Go Gators! Come on, Gators! Welcome back to Gators Talk, guys. I am your host, Millionaire Trader Alex, guys. I'm back with another one, guys. And the depth chart has came out for the Utah game. And we're going to get right into the depth chart, guys. So let's get right into it, guys. So we already know wide receiver 1 was Ricky Pearsall. But, hey, surprisingly, Eugene Wilson is his backup. Caleb Douglas is a starter. We're looking for a lot out of him. Marcus Burke will be his backup. So these guys going to be rotating in and out, guys. But surprisingly, Khalil Jackson is wide receiver number 3. He went from walk-on to a starting wide receiver. This kid worked this behind off the guy to get on that field. And this is a legacy guy, guys. This is Willie Jackson, nephew. I believe this is Terry Jackson's son. So, former quarterback, turned wide receiver. This is big. This is big. Left tackle, Austin Barber, that we already kind of knew that was going in. Jordan Herman is his backup. Richie Leonard is the starting left guard. Kingsley Iguakin, he's the starting center. We knew that was going to happen. Michael Mazuka, we knew Michael Mazuka was going to be a starter as well. Najee Harris earned that backup role coming in this spring, and he worked his tail off, and he earned that spot. Damian George will be starting right tackle, the transfer from Alabama. So Lindell Hudson will be backing him up. That's the transfer from FIU. So everything's going pretty good on offense. So we know what we got on offense. You know, Andy Jean and Aiden Mizell are third on the depth chart at the respective position. But we still know that they'll get some playing time in during the season. We know that they're gonna get some playing time, but it might not be as much as they expect, but they will play as a freshman. Now the defense was surprising, guys. This is surprising. Oh yeah, we knew. Let's go down to the bottom of the depth chart. Treon Webb picked up that position from Cam Carroll. We knew Graham Mertz was the starter. We knew that. Surprisingly, Tony Livingston, he earned that starting role at the second position. You know, when they go into a double tight end set, they have a blocking tight end and a receiving tight end. Tony Livingston got that spot. And Jonathan Oldham is the second string. And then Arlis Borderham would be the third string. But we figured that these guys would get a lot of playing time still. They'll rotate those guys in and out, but majority Tony Livingston and Jonathan Oldham. Dante Zander still the starting blocking tight end, and Hayden Hanson is his backup, and Jonathan Oldham will be the third string guy in that rotation. We already knew Montrell Johnson, Trevor Etienne, that position was cemented, so we knew that. But let's get on defense, guys. So we got some surprises on defense. Tyreek Sapp, we knew Tyreek Sapp was going to get that start nod after Justice Boone injury. Jack Pyburn will be in rotation with Tyreek Sapp, so that's kind of what everybody been talking about over the last week or so. We know Cameron James and Kelvin Collins, they're going to end up rotating those guys in during the season. We knew Cam Jackson was going to be a starting nose tackle, and Dez is going to be his backup. Guy I spoke of, Jamar Lyons, redshirt freshman, his third string. I still think these guys need to really push hard and really, go compete for a job. I still really think that, even though he's a third string guy, that just create better players when they compete to that level. Caleb Banks is a starter. Chris McClellan will be rotating in and out. Those guys will be rotating. Will Norman is their backup. So, true freshman out of IMG Academy. Princely is the starter. Surprisingly, TJ Searcy is Princely's backup. So, true freshman. Back him up. Jack Pyburn will be the third stringer in that situation. He'll probably come in on different package. But we got some surprises on this thing. But Scooby Williams carved out a starting role over the senior linebacker to Roger Mitchell. Surprisingly, over the junior there Wingo as well. This is surprising, guys. Now you can find out what's really been going on behind the scenes. These guys been putting in work, and we knew that we were going to get some starting young players on the team. This is not cemented. This is just the opening day roster, so things can change from opening day roster to week 2, week 3, and week 4, week 5, and so on and so on. Things could change. So, but it's surprising to see that these guys really work their tails off and earn spots over veteran players. That means competition level is very high in that room. I mean, he edged out a senior and a junior. That's big time. That is big time. Shamar James edged out the rest of the linebackers as a true sophomore. Manny Nunnery, I'm pretty sure I knew he was going to carve out a role. He just looked very athletic and very fast during the spring game, making plays in the scrimmages as well. So he earned out his role. Jaden Robinson will be the third string, which is, he's a true freshman. He gets time to learn behind those guys and become a better player. Let's go scroll up and see. We knew Jadon Hill was going to get that star position, and Jadarius Perkins was going to back him up. Sharif Denson out of Jacksonville is going to get that third spot. Jason Marshall, starter. We knew that was going to come down to that. Jakeem Jackson and Aaron Gates is his backup for those number one corners. So Aaron Gates came off injury and worked his tail off and got into a third cornerback role. That's a big thing. That's a big thing. Jakeem Jackson came in the spring and competed as well at a high level, being a highly rated cornerback coming out of this 2023 class. So that was pretty big. But surprisingly, guys, the safety right there, Jordan Castell, true freshman, earned the starting role at safety. And Miguel Mitchell beat out Kamari Wilson. That was some real true battles right there, guys. I guess Jordan Castell just kept making plays. And they really had a true understanding of the defense. I'm pretty sure R.J. Moulton and Kamari Wilson will get in those rotations come start of the season. So that's pretty big. We knew Jalen Kimber was going to earn that starting role. He had to fend off the true sophomore Devin Moore. So that's pretty big. I didn't know Jalen Kimber was 285 pounds though. But Dejon Johnson, D.D. Johnson, third string cornerback. We're pretty sure he'll get some playing time during the season later, and some cleanup spots when the team is playing a smaller team like Charlotte. Those freshmen will get a lot of playing time in the second half of those games. They really get some game time experience. But this is the roster, guys. Surprisingly, they came out today. It's pretty big. Ricky Pearsall will be doing the punt returns, and Trevor Etienne and Jason Marshall on the kickoff returns. Surprisingly, Eugene Wilson is the backup punt returning for punts, so that's big. We was kind of expecting that he'll carve out a role on special teams. And hopefully we can get some big returns like we got out of Trevor Etienne last year. That was big. You know, I'm pretty sure he's going to be ready for this season here and do big things another year under his belt. The guy I couldn't think of was Jeremy Crawshaw. That's still a starting punter. He's going to end up being an all SEC punter. Adam Mahalik is the kicker. Trey Smack will be doing kickoffs. Rocco Underwood is still the long snapper. So everything's pretty good, man. A few injuries in there. They're questionable. Chris McClellan, Jack Miller with a sore arm. Kingsley Iguacan or Eaglecon. Still questionable. I think these guys will be ready for Saturday though. I'm not Saturday, but Thursday night. Yeah, surprises, guys. Surprises with this roster, guys. With this depth chart. We have some surprises there. Jordan Castell, Scooby Williams. Those guys are ready to become hard-nosed starters for the Florida Gators. But what do you guys think of this roster and how it's shaped out for the Utah game? I think we're gonna see some. I think we're gonna see some real ball hardened plays with these young players. I think we may get a few mistakes because this will be their first time starting in college football. So hopefully the lights ain't too bright for them and the stage ain't too big. But that's what expected. Becoming a Florida Gator. A lot of surprises, guys, especially on the offensive side of the ball and on defense as well. Seeing that, matter of fact, let me make sure I go back in here and check out Khalil Jackson carved out a role. That was huge. And this is a big kid. He's 6'3", 200 plus. Y'all seen him in the spring game. He had one of the only a few touchdowns in the game in the spring game. I think him and Marcus Burke had touchdowns in the spring game. So that was pretty big. And I'm expecting to see a lot of him because he's been consistent. He's been consistent as a player, catching balls across the middle, making plays and breaking tackles. He's one of those guys. I do expect, see Marcus Burke, even though he's coming from the second string position. I think Marcus Burke will make big plays as well. He'll continue to compete in season. These competitions are not over, guys. These guys are going to compete within the season by their play on the field and try to earn more game time. So that's going to be this, the competition's not over. Maybe the depth chart has changed, but the depth chart can definitely change if guys are making more plays and causing disruption on defense and making plays on offense. If they're able to do that, they're going to earn more snaps come game day. So I don't want to make this too long, guys, but definitely excited about the depth chart being out and seeing the guys who's going to carve out their role to be Florida Gators starters, and hopefully, go out here and make some big plays, man. Make a name for themselves, But we're going to get on out of here, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's all about the orange and blue, y'all know. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute.